like you guys to do is try number one, see if you got any of the answers above on the multiple choice, see which one you got, and then I'll go over the answer. Here's what I got for number one. One is A, B is 1, C is -1. You're going to plug it in. You're going to get the square root of 5. Remember, when you type in -1 plus the square root of 5, you want to put that in first before you hit divide by 2. You should have got 0.6. When you did -1 minus 5, you should have got -3.2 divided by 2 equaling -1.6. Number two, thing I like about number two, everything is on one side. Everything is set equal to 0. So go ahead. If you did not do this, take a few minutes. See if you do it. See if you get any answers on the right-hand side. Look at number two. I labeled A 11, B -9. So please remember, when you do the opposite of 9, that's going to be positive. When you put in -9 and you square it, you better make sure you got 81, not -81. If you got -81 minus 4 times 11 times 1, you would have got -125 inside the parentheses. So if that occurred to you, you're inputting it wrong in a calculator, or you're not taking the time to realize that it's -9 squared. Positive 11, positive 1, you would get square root of 37. 9 plus square root of 37, 15 something, divide by 22, because 2 times A is 22. 9 minus square root of 37, 2.9 divided by 22.13. Both your answers are positive. I'd like to take a look at number 5 next. Big hint, if you didn't do this problem, there is something to be done first, because it's not set equal to 0. So we need to make sure every time the problem is set equal to 0 before we start. You realize you want to do 2n squared minus 5n, and you want to add over the 3, which is going to make this -7 equals 0. At that point, then you're going to run the quadratic formula. We're going to get A is 2, B is -5, C is -7. Please don't forget, we're going to get that positive 25 in here. You're going to subtract 4 times 2 times -7 is going to result in a positive number. 25 plus a positive number is going to get me 81. Nice number. I like 81. I still have to do order of operations, which is 5 plus 9, 14. Then I divide by 4. 5 minus 9, -4. Take -4 and divide by 4. My answer is -1. The last one I would like you to look at for this video is number 8. And I'd like you to pay attention. Number 8 is not set equal to 0. So we need to start that. What I'm going to do is get 9k squared plus 10k. And I'm going to move that 7 over. Now it's set equal to 0. I'm ready to get what my A, B, and C are. Start your quadratic formula. All right. For 8, we're going to do 9 is A, B is 10, C is 7. When I do this, I'm going to get, inside, I'm going to get 100 minus 4 times 9 times 7. Hold on. That's going to result to a negative under my square root. That should be a huge red flag, because we cannot take the square root of a negative. And if you put it in a calculator, it will give you an error. So what I need to do is break down 152. I did that over here. I got a pair of 2's. 19 is prime, 2's prime. So I'm going to get -10 plus or minus 2i root 19 times 2 is 38 over 18. Great answer. The only thing is there's a 10, a 2, and an 18 out front, which means I can make this -5 plus or minus I root 38 over 9. So if you did get this answer, that is very close to the right answer. If you got here, that's still great. A lot of times, if I'm asking about where does it cross the x-axis, you are going to write there's no real solution, because remember, these solutions are complex. Excuse me. And involve an imaginary number. So here, this would be my very final correct answer. If you're getting here, you're doing very well. Just need to simplify if all three values can come out. Um, if you got here, you're getting the concept fine. We just got to realize we need to take that negative out and involve an I. I hope you understand that if I was to graph this, it's not touching the x-axis. So there's actually no real solution, but my imaginary solutions would be -5 plus or minus I root 38. Understood, it's a hard concept to grasp. All right, thanks. I hope that helped.